But all right, let's get off the Director X nonsense. It's enough of him. Spend an hour talking about his terrible shit. Let's talk about Eric July, man, because Eric July is a content creator. Obviously, you know,
Yeah,
does
what
a lot of
happened
stuff.
here? Like,
It's
can I get more-
really I'm gonna get context, but it's really stupid. Like it's the whole thing. It's just really
Okay.
stupid. And I wish I could talk to Eric about it because it's like it's fucking dumb where they're coming from. But apparently the RIPPAVERSE is being sued right now, and they're being sued because they're using the name ISOM, which also shares the same name with some sort of religious organization, and that religious organization is claiming that it's trademark infringement by using the ISOM name, and that somehow they are. I can't even say losing sales because aren't they nonprofit? Like they're just somehow they're saying that ISOM the comic is going to interfere with them in some way. Like they're
infringing or something,
infringing on their trademark, and it's just all kind of bullshit.
Devil worshippers cosplaying as Christians trying to get their god money from a black man.
Wait.
God damn.
This is I see now why they did it. Then again, this is so freaking obscure. I didn't even know this was a thing, but because there is like a website in there's like this website I believe called isom.org, but the ISOM stands for International School of Ministry.
Yeah.
And so that's I think
is in the acronym.
Well,
it's in the acronym, yeah, I believe.
Let me read this because this might put some context for those who don't know what's going on. So the person behind this lawsuit says that the core issue in this dispute is trademark infringement. A basic test for trademark infringement is whether consumers are likely to be confused as to the source of the trademark things. In other words, are consumers likely to think that there is a connection between Good Shepherd's decades of using its ISOM trademark and Good Shepherd's U.S. registration of its ISOM trademark, and Mr. July and his company starting a little over a year ago to use ISOM as the name of a graphic serial novel character? As mentioned below, we already are far past a likelihood of confusion. We have evidence that Mr. July and his company have caused actual confusion. So they're trying to say that the character ISOM will be confused with their own personal trademark in the U.S. and otherwise for ISOM as a whole, basically.
Was it just a fandom?
Well, I just want to point out right away is absolute bullshit. Companies having the same name is something that's like completely fine. Delta Airlines and Delta Faucet are both just known as Delta. Amazon, we all think of Amazon, the place you buy, but there's a Brazilian e-commerce company named Amazon. Apple is known for their computers and shit. There's also a music industry, a record company named Apple. Tesla, there's multiple businesses named Tesla. This is something that is completely allowed. There is no legitimate confusion going on. No one's being like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go to this Christian college," and then what's that? They put out their own comic books. That's not fucking happening.
That'd be cool, but we know that's not a thing.
Most of their members are Americans, so there might be some confusion because of the American education system. You guys are not the smartest bunch, so maybe that's the reason why they've done this. You know,
this is true.
But my thing is, how can you confuse the two, right? Like you can't.
Well, I don't. Was this like that? Was this like actual fandom and those retards like? Just finding a way to complain about it?
Don't mention that fucking piece.
I don't know.
They're
involved in this. I know that they're enjoying this. I just don't know if they're involved in this. I don't know.
I mean, like to be fair, I haven't looked into this much at all. So that
I'm sure
the original thought process was that Dick Masterson and Vito started this behind the scenes using covert names. Now I don't know if that ended up being proven true or not. They're claiming it wasn't them. I bet it was. They basically brought this behind the scenes to the
you can't fucking believe anything they say.
Coaxed their ministry into doing this and making them because Eric July even said like there were settlements behind the scenes, like they were working it out.
When the ISOM Ministry company, when they said that they have proof of confusion, the proof of confusion is people had claimed to have found them by accident, like, "Oh, we're so glad you guys have partnered and made this comic book," and the emails that the ISOM company showed like as proof. Well, lo and behold, the people who signed the email are fake names that both Dick Masterson and Vito are known for using. So ISOM may think that they have proof that there's confusion, but that proof could very well be an elaborate troll and doctored.
Well,
my thing is that how did this ministry even find out about this? Like it just seems so odd to me that they would find out about.
Probably were told by parties.
Yeah, they were.
Somebody told them.
Heads up.
Yeah, Mr. Giswaldi told them.
And most likely, the people in charge of this ministry are usually much older and don't seem to understand, and probably did not do a lot of research on the fact that this is a comic book company that is not affecting them at all, because I did not even connect the acronym ISOM to the International School of Ministry.
No.
I was reading this comment and I thought it was being serious until I got to the end.
I thought so too, and I'm like, oh shit, plot twist.
No, bro. Like, so the funny thing is, like, that whole what do they call themselves now? What that group call themselves? The ones that are
retards. International School of Ministry.
No. The group that hates on Eric.
Oh, actual
inbred retards.
Yeah, I don't know.
Initiative of cock-sucking parasite.
Sure. Well, I'll use that. Sure. What we say, International Initiative of Cock-Sucking Parasites. Shit, that's a long ass nickname. Come up with an acronym, Ryan. Anyway,
cunts.
Sure, that works too. Anyway, at the end of the day, with these people, they're just trying to get that quick 5 minutes of fame. Those hate.
No, it goes beyond that. They're not getting any fame because they're doing this behind the scenes. They're after something far worse than fame. They're wanting.
Initially, they wanted to, but now they just got worse to where they just want to destroy him, no matter the cost. Like they even went so far as to get a fucking e-girl that only reason she is relevant is because she's got an OnlyFans. Let's be honest.
Who are we talking about though? Are we talking about actual fandom trying to get the fame, or are we talking about the International School of Ministry?
The actual fandom trying to get fame.
Yeah,
the actual
fandom. I don't see the ministry doing that. The
ministry, the ministry got manipulated.
Ministry, I feel like, got manipulated into trying to get money now. That's all
they really did.
They're trying to get money. They're trying to get some sort of licensing fee for their trademark, but actual fandom themselves, I really do believe that they're the ones who are really behind this. You know what I mean? Like at the grand scheme of it all, because they just
use of
pronouns, I think it's past.
No, they them.
Fuck you. I think it's past the whole. I think it's past the whole thing about like clout or whatever. I don't think actual fandom has realized that they're not going to get much clout off of it. They've been trying for ages, going after everybody they possibly can on the quote-unquote anti-woke side, and their channels have barely moved. So I think clout is no longer like a thing anymore. I think now they're just going to try to go as far as they can to try to fuck with people, and that's what they're trying to do.
White guys are trying to shut down a successial black man.
Isn't that amazing? The same people who are talking about racism all the time. Somebody like Eric, right? Eric's Eric, like AIR, whatever. He talks about racism all the time in marginalized community. And then here he goes, like literally trying to destroy a black man's life. So
it's the liberal slave master.
Double standard.
That's how they work.
Yeah. Like, oh no, we do support Black lives, just not the ones that actually are more successful than us by their own merit.
We support Black lives if they do.
We can't do that. We can't do that. We need the ones who are going to be successful as far as we allow them to be. That's the ones that
they don't want people leaving their plantation. I sympathize with that, but you have to realize this is not 1859 anymore. We have to move on, unfortunately, and doing fucked up things like this to try and get rid of your competition or stop their growth. It's not going to work. The RIPPAVERSE has been a huge success. The ISOM 1 made 37 times its original budget. ISOM 2 made 6.5 times its original. It's like its fundraising goal in terms of its original budget. I think it's going to be a great springboard for Alpha Core and Yara and ISOM 3. And we're seeing a great success, probably the most successful system, creator-based corporation we have seen in pop culture circles, and so much the better.
You guys think this is going to go Mr. Beast doesn't exist, Ryan?
No. That man, That man has
just saying, if
vibes
it has
around
the
him.
most, just creator base, like let's as much as I love Aaron July, I prefer him to Mr. Beast. Let's acknowledge the reality.
Did you guys
here.
see the picture that fucking Wyatt posted, the Mr. Beast?
I was gonna ask if you wanted to pull that up. That shit fucking killed me.
It's so fucked up.
It took me a second for to be like, oh, it's a joke.
It's way too soon. That
was way too like.
No, there is no
accurate.
such thing as too soon.
You could send it to me.
This is the ultimate free speech show.
Send it
Bro,
to me.
like,
I'll fucking
that seriously would have looked like a thumbnail he would have made if he just did not care anymore.
I really thought it was.
I thought it was too. It took me a minute.
Yeah. Oh
Hey,
my
I'll
god.
be pulling it up. It'll take a second.
Yeah, it was.
No, that's
hilarious.
crazy, man.
But
Leave the audience in suspense.
I do think that I don't. So my main question was going to be: do you guys think this is going to go actually to court? I just don't know if it will.
Probably
I think
not.
it will get
Probably
settled
not.
outside eventually. And but the thing is, so the ministry is trying to say that they reached out to the RIPPAVERSE and got nowhere or no conversations were had. And then Eric July says that they never reached out. So one side says they reached out, the other side says they never reached out. But then they said towards the end of his video, he was saying that there was discussions and they were trying to figure it out behind the scenes. So I was a little confused at how that video started, because at first they made it seem like there was no discussions, and then at the end of the video it was like, oh yeah, we were discussing it, but nothing happened. So it's just a little strange. Maybe I just got lost in the translation.
Hypno, I know why they went to like the International School of Ministry. It's because the International School of Ministry, if you didn't know, it's like the largest online Bible school, basically, or that gives basically Bible college classes online and so on and so forth. And so my guess is because they were big, they just took the chance to try to manipulate them. And to be honest, like I said, a lot of the people in these organizations, there was probably no discussion prior.
By the way, just completely unrelated, Dragon Slayer, but you brought up there was an online Bible college, and do you guys remember those commercials where like it'd be in the middle of the day, you're home from school or whatever, and it'd be like this black dude like, what are you doing on the couch? You need to get out there, better yourself. You need to go to insert online college here. I imagine those same commercials with like really stiff white guys and like button ups with a little tie.
Are you sitting on the couch right now?
You
about to look up those nasty adult videos and wank off?
No,
how about you go to Bible college and learn to love yourself and Jesus?
A black man stole mine.
Oh Lord, Bible thumpers, please don't get mad at me. I'm making
send
a
you a
joke
picture?
now.
Yeah, Everest
send it in the
College.
chat.
Thank you, Andrew. It was Everest College.
Oh right.
Yeah. Oh wow.
You can send it in the chat. Why it's fine. But so I don't know, man. I think this is. I'm trying to figure out or see how these people can have any merit for a real lawsuit. Like, I'm genuinely trying to look at it and view it from just completely unbiased, and I just don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see how could there be any correlation between a comic book company and a fucking non-profit international school of
I was going to say, like, didn't he explain to them like his family background, where the names came from, and everything? That was part of the video, and I'm like, how do you confuse these two? I mean, it's just weird. I agree with you. I don't see this going anywhere. I really don't see this going faceless. Yeah,
they're both selling fantasy books.
Yeah,
it's based off of his great grandfather or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, and then
family lineage and stuff. So
that
explanation, right? It's crazy that he even had to explain it. But the thing is, like, he can explain that, and they're still going forward with it anyway. So it's not like they're going to back down from it. And I don't know if he's going to try to use that in court, but I still think it's just ridiculous.